Hello, everyone. My name is Jasenia Mendoza. Today, I will discuss the impact of breastfeeding on mothers' physical and mental health. We will explore the challenges and benefits the participants face through their breastfeeding journeys. Intro. The focus of my research is to understand how breastfeeding affects a mother's physical and mental health through the time she is breastfeeding. I chose this topic because breastfeeding is often seen as beneficial for both the mother and the baby, but its impact on the mother is multifaceted. My primary research question is, what are the mental and physical effects of breastfeeding on mothers? But I also want to know, what about breastfeeding did these mothers love and disliked? Let's get into the methods. I did in-depth interviews with 3 participants, and I selected these participants. They were my family and friends. I have a lot of family and friends that recently had babies within this year, so I think maybe like 5 to 7. So it was pretty easy to find participants. I just really asked maybe like 4, and I got 3, so that's not too bad. Characteristics of my 3 participants. One is a first-time mother who breastfed exclusively for the first year and just had her second baby a couple weeks ago. The second participant is also a first-time mom that struggled with postpartum depression while breastfeeding. The third participant is a second-time mother with a large age gap who is 9 months into her second breastfeeding journey. I developed a list of open-ended questions focusing on physical and mental health aspects. The interviews lasted about an hour, and I clarified the purpose of the study, ensuring informed consent and confidentiality of the recordings. Results. Before I get into the quotes, I was expecting for there to be a lot of similarities with the experiences, but I should have known every woman's different, every baby is different. So let's get into it. Here are a few key quotes from the interviews that really stood out to me. The first one, I felt a strong bond with my baby, but I also struggled with anxiety about my milk supply 6 months in. I didn't feel like I understood the support available to me at that time. I would feed my baby regardless of the situation. My priority is my baby. I did not feel comfortable breastfeeding in front of anyone outside of my family. I prefer to use a cover while breastfeeding in public. However, if I did not have a cover, I would still feed my baby. Breastfeeding has not impacted my health in a negative way. However, it is hard to lose the weight because I am hungry all the time from breastfeeding. And the last quote, breastfeeding is an emotional roller coaster. Some days are better, and other days I am so tired my mood is all over the place. Okay, a few main themes that I found was mental health, physical health, and support systems. So for mental health, new mothers talked about experiencing anxiety and stress about their milk supply, and one participant faced postpartum depression, and another experienced fluctuating mood levels. And they all highlighted that it's important to realize when you need to seek for help because they wish they would have sought for support sooner. Next is physical health. Breastfeeding can bring physical discomfort such as sore nipples and engorgement. Additionally, it seems like weight loss isn't a big concern to the participants. The more concern is that they're getting their proper calorie intake and nutrients to continue to produce milk. Finally, with support systems, they talked about how family support is crucial during this time and knowing when and how to access lactation consultants and to join support groups can really make a difference in your breastfeeding journey. Hearing from others' experience, although it is unique to them, you never know what similarities you may find. Here are some key findings that the study highlighted. Not all mothers receive adequate breastfeeding information or support. Experience with breastfeeding varied, and emotional well-being was often dependent on the support systems. Despite the challenges, the participants found that the emotional connection with their baby made the journey worth it. Seeing the little baby look up and smile at them, they all mentioned that. Some surprising findings included feelings of guilt or shame about breastfeeding difficulties. The variance in comfort levels while breastfeeding in public, which influenced their mood. These results highlighted the need for better understanding of support systems for mothers. A few ideas I had for future research would include exploring the positive impact interventions programs for mothers throughout their entire first year. So not just the first 2 months, but that entire first year, have those programs available for them, and maybe focus on lactation and mental health support and building support systems. The next one would be understanding how providers can better support breastfeeding mothers for postpartum mental health. Research the specific impact of breastfeeding on partners in terms of like shared parenting responsibilities so that the mother really has that backbone of support at home. In conclusion, breastfeeding significantly impacts both physical and mental health of mothers. While the journey is challenging, with proper support, the emotional rewards often outweigh the difficulties. The interviews revealed common stressors like milk supply concerns, but also a deep sense of connection with their babies. This study emphasizes the importance of a tailored support for breastfeeding mothers. I also learned that every breastfeeding journey is unique, with varied experience around milk supply, latching, and support systems. Thank you for your time.